Welcome to Arrow Book Talks with Maggie. Today we're talking about the Fablehaven series by Brandon Mole. Book one is called Fablehaven. On AR, it's a 4.8 and it's worth 11 points. Fablehaven is the story of a brother and a sister, Kendra, age 13, and her brother Seth, age 11. Kendra and Seth have to stay with their grandpa Stan while their parents go on a cruise around the world. Now, they don't know Grandpa Stan very well. They've only met him a few times and they've never been to his house. And they're surprised as they drive onto his property. They go through a huge iron gate, through a big fence. They're driving through the woods and they begin to notice the signs. The first sign says private property. The next, no trespassing. The next, beware of 12 gauge. The next, trespassers will be persecuted. And the next sign says certain death awaits. And when they arrive, the house seems pretty nice. There's a pool where Kendra and Seth plan to spend most of their time. Grandpa has a lot of rules. He tells them, don't go in the forest, like no matter what you do. And Seth, who's kind of a rule breaker, he immediately begins to wonder, well, why shouldn't I go in the forest? What's in the forest? Grandpa shows Kendra and Seth to an attic bedroom. He tells them it'll kind of be their kingdom, that they can even leave it messy if they want to. And it's a big room with big windows. There's a telescope up there, toys, artist paint, easels, and a live chicken. A live chicken in their bedroom inside an iron bird cage. And Grandpa tells them that the chicken's name is Goldilocks and that it's their responsibility to feed the chicken every day and clean its cage and gather up the eggs. And then, as he's leaving the bedroom, he turns around and gives Kendra a tiny key ring holding three miniature keys of varying sizes. And Grandpa tells her each of these keys fits something in this room. See if you can figure out what each key unlocks. So, over the next few days, Kendra begins working, looking for hidden things, feeling around on the undersides of the furniture, and she finds some little miniature locks and she springs them open. And finally, she finds a journal sitting on the bookshelf, and the keys open the journal. It's called the Journal of Secrets. But when she gets it open, the book is empty. There's only one thing written inside the journal, and that's the sentence that says, drink the milk. Now, Kendra and Seth have seen the grandfather's caretaker, Dale, leaving bowls of milk out. He says it's for the insects and the butterflies. And they go down and they taste the milk. And immediately, the normal world around them changes forever. And now they can see that Fablehaven is full of magical, mystical creatures. And they discover that Grandpa Stan is the caretaker of this wildlife park for mystical creatures. It's full of greedy trolls, mischievous satyrs, plotting witches, spiteful imps, and jealous fairies. And things are dangerous because, as Grandpa says, the best creatures here are merely not evil. As Brandon Mull says, Fablehaven, none who enter will leave unchanged. Trespassers will be turned to stone. And as the fans say, one does not simply read Fablehaven only once. I've read the first book twice. A summary of Fablehaven. Kendra, Seth, must not touch. Do not touch. Seth must touch. An hour later, Seth, I didn't mean to. And sure enough, all through the book, Seth keeps touching things he's not supposed to touch, and it keeps letting out monsters and mystical creatures. So, to find out more, you can find the book Fablehaven by Brandon Mole on Hoopla. And it's free with your library card. You can read it on your phone or on your computer, and you can get it with no wait. It's instantly available. So I hope you like it. Take care. Until next time, this is Maggie.